How's everybody doing today? You guys probably seen my channel before. If not, I don't know. So I'm trying to understand this whole gun control thing. By taking my guns away, the left-leaning liberals are going to make me safer. They're going to limit my options on how to protect myself, my family, and my home. They're going to limit my options on how to protect my herd of cattle from predators when they're calving and we got coyotes and wolves running around and things like that. And they're going to limit my options on how I protect them. You're going to create a safer place like Chicago, because, you know, gun control in Chicago has been spot on. And then you want to take away the assault rifle because it's an AR-15. Does anyone realize that AR stands for Armalite rifle? It's not assault rifle. Do you know that if you take an AR-15 into, because it's called a gun of war, if you took an AR-15 into battle, you wouldn't last 15 seconds. You'd get tore apart. Okay? There's a huge difference between an AR-15 and a military-style M4. Big difference. They may look the same, but you can also buy a BB gun that looks the same as an AR-15. Does anyone realize for a second that by using gun control, you're creating soft targets? You're going to create millions of soft targets. If we really want to make a difference and save lives, like all you left-leaning liberals are, oh, there's blood on your hands. No, there's blood on your hands. You know why? Because if you wanted to make a difference, instead of spending hundreds of millions of dollars pushing gun control legislation and running your agenda, you'd make a real difference and actually go, like, put armed security in schools with metal detectors and, you know, things that would actually make a real difference. So is it really about gun control, or is it more about people control? Because an unarmed mass, an unarmed populace, is easy to control. When no one can defend themselves, it's easy to ram more legislation down their throat. Because when you pass gun legislation and the good guys don't turn in their guns, because the guy that's going to go knock off somebody's house, the guy that's going to go shoot up a neighborhood, the guy that's going to go shoot a school or a church or a business, anything for that matter, is not going to walk down to the police station and turn in his gun because you guys were like, oh, yeah, we passed a law about that. So he's like, whoa, well, that's out of the question now. No. And do you think for a second that you're going to limit the amount of illegal firearms that are out there? No. You're going to create a black market for firearms that are already in this country. You're going to create a market for the drug cartel to sell weapons in this country because they have millions of them. And, you know, we're so good at keeping drugs from coming across the border, so I'm sure that we could stop them from importing guns too, right? I'm just asking. I mean, you guys can come back and respond to this channel, post a comment below, post a video in response. By all means. I want to know the answers to these questions because they don't make any sense to me. Gun control does not make sense. You're going to create soft targets with people. That's all you're going to create. You're going to perpetuate the problem, and you're going to be able to pass more legislation and further restrict people's rights, which, in my opinion, is where you're leaning. It's funny how in this country we tote having a good relationship with China and Russia, but they're communist countries. Why should we have a good relationship with them? Do you realize how they treat their people? So, are we a democracy or are we left-leaning towards communism. I mean, just, if that's where you're going and that's how you want to get there, then just shoot it straight. Or you don't want to shoot it straight because then people will want to defend themselves and rebel against it. Because, this is America. We're supposed to be free. Supposed to be. I'm not saying that we are, because, good Lord. Gun control, really? The Second Amendment. But nobody, and then if you are a high-rolling figure and you say something incorrectly that may not be, that somebody might get offended by, you suddenly lose your job because you use the First Amendment. God forbid you use the First Amendment to protect the Second Amendment. Ho, ho, ho. That's like a recipe for someone trying to end your career. Guess what? I don't care. I fix cars, it doesn't matter to me. Seriously. Tell me the reasons that gun control is going to fix this country. Because that bad guy isn't giving up his gun. That bad guy that wants a gun is going to get a gun. It doesn't matter if he goes down to the local gun shop and buys it, or if he goes down to the street corner and buys it. Because I can tell you right now, if you make guns illegal, you're going to be able to buy them on every street corner in this country, just like you can buy drugs in every small town, on every street corner in this country. It's a fact. I work in a town of 400 people, and I live close to a town of 100 people. You can buy drugs in both of them. It's rural America and it's reality, so gun control is not going to fix a damn thing. You're just going to create soft targets, because the people that were honest and turned in their guns are now soft targets. They don't have anything, people don't have anything to worry about by kicking in the door. They're like, well, if I can dodge the first 2 shots from his double-barrel shotgun, I'm fine. Because you know what? When somebody comes in breaking into my house, I want an unfair advantage. That's what I want. I should have an unfair advantage. It's my house. If I don't have a weapon with high capacity, I'm going to have something else. I promise you that. Because you come busting into my house, you're going to wish you hadn't. These are all questions I want answered, folks. This gun control thing is a bunch of, it's left-leaning communism, and it's garbage. We need to stand up for our Second Amendment rights in this country and push back. My name is Rick Bork. If you haven't seen my channel before, we're going to have a lot more of these because I'm just fed up with this kind of stuff. And I'm going to voice my opinion. I'm going to use this as a platform to voice my opinion. And if it creates controversy, so be it. If you like these videos, take a moment to subscribe, click the bell icon to get my notifications, and we'll see you again next time.